Hello, everyone. The motion of this debate is this House does not support the rise of TikTok. And I will introduce you the teams. In opening government, we have Janatra Ramadana Siregar and Radifa Firvewaluyo. In opening opposition, we got Muhammad Rifan and Jeta Azira Amarendra. In closing government, we have Muhammad Faisal Adinata and Henny Widyaningrum. In closing opposition, we have Anastasia Bintang Berliana and Akbar Hardiansyah. So, hello, my name is Janatra Ramban Siregar. I'm from opening government. My gender pronouns is he, him, and my POI preference is please through the chat box and please don't unmute yourself. I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. TikTok is one of the most popular social media platforms on the internet, with over 1 billion monthly active users, and a variety of content provided in the app makes this application take over the market in recent years. Such growth and a big number make this app become the influence of an outcome. What I mean by outcome here is such a trending video that can encourage the viewers or the users of TikTok to do so, especially the users who are still a teenager or even a child. Some of these youngsters are not capable yet to distinguish which acts on a TikTok video that can influence them with good deeds. They only care about trends and keep following it for the sake of society that they are living in, which also mostly got affected by TikTok trends. Although there is rule that 13 years old is the age restriction of this application, we cannot deny that there are children who input false information regarding their age just to enter the application, get exposed by various content in TikTok and following the trend. Such trends on TikTok such trends on TikTok can such trends on TikTok can be the reason that an individual got derailed from the surrounding culture and start losing social identity. A trend about fashion and how people on TikTok dress, for instance. The trend was originally from the USA. The content was made and to be consumed by a USA audience. But because of the rise of TikTok, the content can be seen by someone who lives in Indonesia. The trend was showing people, women specifically, with minimum clothes and exposing a lot of skin. And this is not our culture. We aren't supposed to dress this way. But because this is the trends, people will keep following it anyway. This is bad because when an individual society identity has faded, it will be hard for them to be accepted and socialized with the people around them. An individual will get isolated, which can lead to mental struggle and even depression. That means the bigger TikTok will come, the bigger amount of people will get affected by TikTok trends and start losing their social identity in the surrounding culture.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Rifan. I'm from opening opposition. My gender pronouns is he or him. My POI preference is talk the chat box and please don't unmute yourself. I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. As we know, at this time, almost all aspects of human life are related to technology. One example is social media. Social media has become like a second life for humans today. Through social media, we can easily find out about other people's life, something that happens in the world, and so on. And social media here, of course, has pros and cons, between positive and negative impacts. Based on a statement from the opening government explaining the negative impact of TikTok, especially of teenagers today. And he gave an example of the mistake of today's teenagers who only care about the trend of TikTok and its influence on social life. In response to this, I think that all social media currently, of course, have negative and positive impacts. Not only TikTok, but all of them can have a bad influence on aspect of social life, especially the development of teenagers at this time. So, if the opening government party only imagining the TikTok as a platform that has a negative impact, it is not possible for us to debate on the social media and even all existing technologies about the negative impact. And and responding to the impact of TikTok, which threaten to the social identity of a group, especially Indonesia, I still hold to my opinion about not only TikTok that can have a negative impact, but also social media also has the opportunity to have a bad effect on social life. Therefore, I emphasize that we must be wise and smart in using all social media, especially TikTok. We must we must accept media platforms such as TikTok with a broad and open mind. There is no need to only pay attention to the negative impact, because TikTok here also has a lot of positive impacts that we can take. TikTok can be used a place of creativity for today's youth and place to express themselves in a positive way. We can take examples such as the condition that occurred recently pandemic, where many countries and even Indonesia implemented PSBB and keep their distance. And it is not wrong to use TikTok as a means of entertainment, communication, source of information, relieve stress and boredom, and even become money income for content creator. And closing from me, apart from the negative impact contained in the TikTok application, everything returns to the account owner wanting to use this application for useful activities or not.
Okay, hello, my name is Radifa Hirwaloya and I'm from opening government team. My gender pronouns is she or her. My POI preference is through the chat box, and please do not unmute yourself. I will start my speech at 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we know that playing on social media is a personal decision for each individual. However, besides, we also have a responsibility to use social media properly. There are also many kind of social media, not only TikTok. As the OO team said that we only need to selective about all social media that we use, but the TikTok or not. Back to what was previously mentioned by the Prime Minister of OG, that TikTok users are not only adult or teenager, but minor are also use TikTok. The children under the general do not understand which things are good or not on TikTok. They are not fully aware of the responsibility they have when playing TikTok. Moreover, during a pandemic like this, all education and is carried out online, so that is not carried out optimally. The existence of TikTok can further aggravate the situation of the children by influencing them with the content in it. Instead of getting more knowledge, the moral of the children will lose if the parents who have the closest access to the child do not greet them. If OO says that using TikTok can give happiness in the midst of this pandemic, then there are other better way, like reading books or spending time together with family. With these activities, the children's moral will be more educated and their social skill and family relationship will be better. Don't let it be like what happened around 2019 when TikTok was just blocked when the community has felt how the moral of children is getting worse. Government that have a stronger position in preventing the negative effect of TikTok can directly eliminate TikTok so that the negative impact of TikTok can be prevented. With this, my team confidently says that the government should abolish TikTok.
Hello, my name is Cita Azira Merendra. I am from opening opposition. My gender pronouns is him. My boy preference is drop the chatbots and please don't unmute yourselves. I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. I think the problem is not in the TikTok application, but the negative impact of TikTok lies in underage children who usually access negative things. Actually, this can be overcome or avoided with supervision from parents, or it can be also be blocked on accounts that spread vulgar or negative content, and can also add special features for adults so that this can avoid using TikTok for negative things. Because in addition to negative things, there is also a lot of useful information that can add insight. Besides, children can develop their creativity through TikTok application in various ways, such as being a content creator with their parents and others. And children will also learn about technology early through the TikTok application, especially in the era of globalization as it today. The process of skills and technology is growing very rapidly, so it would be better if children start learning it from a young age, so that when they are adults, they will not be left behind the process of the interesting modern era. So the conclusion is TikTok is a very useful application depending on the purpose and how to use it.
Hello, my name is Marcel Adinata. I'm from Closing Government. My gender pronouns is he or him. My POI preference is through the chat box, and please don't unmute yourself. I will start my speech in 3. As we know, TikTok is a social networking platform for short form mobile video, and the app is creative expression and give users the tools to produce fun, joyful content. For some, from an array of options or video engines with other individual through response or web. People join the challenge, participate in and stream. This application attracts lots of young viewers and TikTok surpassed 2 billion downloads. For that, Gen Z appreciates the essence of TikTok is the authenticity and originality of the content from users. Comprehending this global phenomenon will provide deeper insights into the minds of younger consumers and their viewpoints, preference, and buying behaviors. This research study will provide a better understanding of of place and why it appeals to in million users worldwide. So the opening of the site said that TikTok and other social media has a positive and negative impact. And we said that TikTok has also positive impact, like they can gain money from creating content. So it depends on the user to use that for what. But there are also many minors and teenagers who can filter the content provided by the TikTok get negative impact from the content. For example, such an occurrence of promiscuity, and then they are also addicted to watching TikTok and forget their obligation to study or do assignments. With that many users, of course, this application has a negative impact. An example is the foreign cultures use open clothes in Western culture. Of course, it's normal for them to wear revealing clothes. Otherwise, we have a different culture from them. That is our culture to wear clothes that not so revealing, and if it's still allowed, then it will replace our culture with foreign culture. Also, the regulation for this application is also easy to be cheated by entering false data. Besides that, our culture will be replaced by foreign culture because many of our people think that foreign culture is popular. The content of this application also does not filter before hoax. Therefore, it may be a problem that will be troublesome because hoax news is swift to spread and our society is also easy to believe in. So, if we just let an application be
Okay, hello, my name is Anastasia Bnameriana. I'm from Closing Opposition. As member of opposition, my gender pronouns is she or her, my POI preference is through the chat box, and please don't unmute yourself. I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. First, I would like to respond to Cici. Cici mentioned that because of TikTok, our culture will be replaced by foreign culture. This is not always true. Remember how TikTok's video can reach worldwide viewers. That is why it can be a platform for us to introduce our culture to the world. This can be seen by several people making TikTok videos by incorporating elements of our country's culture and being enjoyed by users from within and outside our country. It can be an opportunity for us to introduce our culture to the world. And they also mentioned that the content in this application also does not filter for hoax news. For hoax, we cannot just blame this application because even though TikTok doesn't arise, hoax can be appeared from another social platform. We cannot stop hoax just by closing TikTok. In fact, according to data sources on the use of social media worldwide in January 2022, it shows that the use of Facebook is more than TikTok, which is Facebook has 2,912 billion monthly active users and TikTok just has 1 billion monthly active users. Judging from this data, if government worry about an impact of hoax because of TikTok, they should pay more attention to the spread of hoax on Facebook, which will have an impact on more users. And respond to the hoax, it goes back again to the personality of each person, and we must be wise in using social media platform. And I would like to say again that the current world condition is experiencing a pandemic. Indonesia and many other countries are implementing social distancing. It's not wrong to use TikTok as a means of entertainment, a source of information, and to increase income because the pandemic has made the community's economic decline. Not a few of the people who lost their jobs in the middle of the pandemic. Using TikTok can help their economy by promoting their business, or they can earn money from TikTok by making interesting videos. It can also increase the creativity. If you only blame TikTok from the video trend on TikTok, behind it, there are still many educational videos that are some creators present on the platform. For instance, the account at Astro_Alexandra, at F. Mulyana, and at Satya.Putra, and etc. They present a lot of video education about health, public speaking, information about the world of science, and much more. They present videos with fun and interesting visualization for today's young people. Even from data in Suara.com, TikTok itself has collaborated with the Indonesian Teacher Association or IZI and the Indonesian Digital School Network JSDI to produce educational content. So it won't be relevant if we only focus on the trend of dancing and what people wear on TikTok videos. And I will also add that on TikTok platform, we can voice social campaigns and will receive more audience. For example, campaign about global warming, caring for the environment, health, and other positive campaigns. Also, in the status quo, young and adult generation is already in this digital world. They use social media, and social media has become their life. So, with so many social media platforms, we cannot just blame TikTok for the negative impact that our generation face. Proud to
Hello, my name is Heni Widianingrum. I'm from Closing Government. My gender pronouns is she or her. My POI preference is through the chat box, and please don't unmute yourself. I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. First of all, I will respond to Anastasia's argument. There are several points that I will respond to here. The first is Anastasia's statement, TikTok as mean as a entertainment. TikTok is not the only entertainment platform. There are many other things you can do to entertain yourself besides just scrolling TikTok. TikTok can be platform to cyberbullying. You can see yourself that TikTok is platform with the most cyberbullying. The second one is Anastasia claimed that in TikTok are still many educational videos that some creators present on the platform. We don't blame it. We can see for ourselves educational content creators like this is rarely known. Please look at some of the TikTok video trends in Indonesia in the last few years. Is there any of these trends including education? Then I will explain the points mentioned by Fasel, the member of Closing Government. The number of content of TikTok creators who makes video with revealing clothes. This causes a lot of negative things, such as sexual harassment through the internet, and the second is as discussed by Faisal. Many children who freely make TikTok by faking their real age. Then they see many things that should not be seen by children their age. The impact of this is that children who watch this feel addicted or even imitate by making videos. Just imagine if little kids make video with revealing clothes and lots of sexual harassment comment in the comment section. From some of this impact above, are you still sure that TikTok should not be banned? TikTok will have a bad impact on mental health. You can imagine if TikTok still exists. Many people are affected by cyberbullying. This bullying can cause mental health problems for victims, such as depression, anxiety, anger, isolation, and extreme stress. The last point is that TikTok is addictive, so that users rarely interact with other people A to A. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Akbar Ardiansyah. I'm from Crossing Opposition. My gender is pronoun as him, he or him. My preference is from the chat box, and please don't unmute yourself. I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. First of all, I will explain what TikTok is. TikTok is a short-form video sharing app that allows users to create and share 15-second videos on any topic. TikTok maintains a spread app for the Chinese market known as Douyin, which has over 13 million active monthly users. The new app's logo is a combination of the Musical.ly and Douyin logos. And I will respond to Henny's argument. Henny said that TikTok is the most cyberbullying, but TikTok is just 64% of cyberbullying research. Higher risk of cyberbullying is on YouTube with 79% and Snapchat at 69%. If the reason they closed TikTok was because of the mass cyberbullying, they should have shut down YouTube or Snapchat first. And the second, Henny said the bad impact in every bad things, there must be good things. I will explain about the benefits of using TikTok, which can bring fun and benefits where there are many educational videos and news that sometimes appear. can also get some relationship, and also TikTok can make us famous where we can be invited on TV and podcasts. From there, we can make money from endorsement where we can help a little bit the burden of parents. The conclusion that I got from the argument that Anastasia has present is that TikTok can indeed have a positive impact. Even though there are hoax and that are spreading, we can sort out what is right and wrong doing more research. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for the speech. That's it for the debate. And again, thank you so much, everyone. We will end the debate now.